In a quiet town, nestled among rolling hills and lined with ancient oak trees, stood an old farmhouse that had long been abandoned. Its weathered boards and paint-chipped shutters whispered tales of a time long past. When Sarah and Daniel decided to buy the farmhouse, they envisioned a cozy family home filled with laughter and cherished memories. Little did they know, it held secrets that had been buried for generations. As the couple began their renovations, they were captivated by the rustic charm that lingered in every corner. One afternoon, while clearing out the attic, Sarah stumbled upon an old trunk, dusty and forgotten. The trunk was locked, but with a little effort, Daniel managed to pry it open. Inside, they found a collection of yellowed letters, each tied neatly with twine. The handwriting, elegant yet shaky, revealed a sense of urgency and fear. Curiosity ignited, they gently unfolded the first letter. It spoke of hidden paths and safe havens, of families seeking freedom and an unyielding hope for a better life. The letters were signed with initials that seemed to echo from the past, but their connection remained a mystery. As they pored over the fragile documents, a chilling thought gripped Sarah. These letters were not just remnants of an old life. They were messages from people who once traversed the perilous routes of the Underground Railroad. Each correspondence hinted at clandestine meetings, at people bravely defying the odds in search of freedom. Excited yet apprehensive, the couple decided to trace the letters' origins. They glued over the fading ink with more questions than answers. Who were the people behind these words? What happened to them? The thrill of discovery replaced any initial unease. The farmhouse was not only a home, it was a vessel of forgotten stories yearning to be told. As they delved deeper, they uncovered something more than history. They found a connection to their own lives through the lens of compassion and courage. Each letter was like a window into the past, revealing secrets that deserved to be remembered. But what they didn't know was that the further they searched, the more secrets the farmhouse would unveil, leading them down an unimaginable path of discovery. With each letter they uncovered, Sarah and Daniel found themselves more entangled in the lives of those who had once inhabited their home. The letters spoke of clandestine meetings held in the very shadows of the farmhouse, where freedom seekers gathered under the veil of night, driven by the hope of a different future. As they began piecing together the timeline of events, a name began to emerge: Eliza. She seemed to be a key figure in these correspondences, a woman who had risked everything to help others escape to safety. Compelled by Eliza's courage, Sarah and Daniel ventured into local archives and libraries, seeking any remnants of her life. In one old newspaper clipping, they found a photograph of Eliza standing proudly in front of the farmhouse, a smile that radiated defiance etched across her face. It was the same threshold they now stood upon, and the weight of her story settled onto their shoulders, mingling with their own dreams of family and legacy. As they explored further, remnants of the past began to manifest in their daily lives. Shadows flickered in their peripheral vision, whispers echoed in the silence of night, and sometimes, just for a fleeting moment, they could almost feel the hope and sorrow that permeated the air. They realized the farmhouse was more than mere wood and stone. It was a sanctuary of resilience, an echo chamber for voices long silenced. One stormy evening, as thunder rumbled outside, they found a final letter hidden at the bottom of the trunk. It was different from the others, more urgent and raw. It spoke of betrayal, of an impending raid that threatened to upend everything Eliza had fought for. It ended with a plea for remembrance, a charge to those who would come after to honor the sacrifices made. Faced with the finality of that letter, Sarah's heart raced. They had to honor Eliza's life and legacy. Inspired, the couple decided to open their home to the community, transforming the once-abandoned farmhouse into a museum dedicated to the Underground Railroad and to Eliza herself. They invited local historians and activists to help tell the stories of those who had found sanctuary within those walls. In this act of remembrance, Sarah and Daniel not only honored the past, but also fostered a connection with the community, allowing the stories of bravery and sacrifice to breathe again. Their journey became about more than renovation. It was about forging a path, embracing compassion, and ensuring history would never again remain hidden. Ultimately, they learned that every home has a story worth telling, a legacy of courage that threads through generations. In seeking the truth of their farmhouse, they uncovered a deeper understanding of humanity, a reminder that freedom still requires vigilance and solidarity today. Through those letters, Eliza's voice became a guiding spirit, illuminating the importance of understanding our shared history and the meaning of home.